Workout number 2 this week is going to be an EMOM. All right, you're going to choose between 3 and 4 rounds of 4 movements. All right, so it's going to take a total of 12 to 16 minutes. There's 1 minute per movement per round. All right. First movement is going to be a split stance hinge into a bent over row. All right, so you can mix this up however many reps you want to do of each. All right, knowing that you're doing this for almost up to a minute. It's going to be, this whole EMOM is going to be your choice of the amount of time, the work to rest ratio that you want to do, or a certain amount of reps within that minute. So you're starting a new movement at the top of every minute. You also want to get a little bit of rest at least before you move on to that next movement. All right, so the split stance hinge, we're going to separate our feet, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. All right, in a nice balanced position, making sure our feet are staying, our legs and feet are staying on either side of our body, still about shoulders width apart. All right, so you're going to grab that bell, and you're going to hold that bell with the hand of the opposite on the opposite side of that front leg. All right, so you're going to just do a hinge, really leaning into that front leg more. All right, you can choose the amount of reps you want to do. If it's 2, 3, 1, whatever you want to do, and then you're doing a bent over row. You can do a few reps. All right, and you just keep doing that on the one side for as long as you'd like to for that minute, or a certain amount of reps. That's up to you, but keep track of that time. You want to give yourself at least a little bit of time to rest and reset. So you're doing a couple reps of the hinge, a couple reps of the row. All right, second minute or second movement is going to be just the opposite side. So switching sides, the other foot back, the other foot forward, switching hands here, coming up, standing straight up as best you can, really leaning into that front leg. That back leg is going to be used more for balance, just like a kickstand. And again, you can mix this up how you want. If you want to do 2 reps and 2 reps, or 3 and 3, or however you want to do it. All right, make sure the movements are nice and controlled. And for that bent over row, a nice pull movement, getting that elbow nice and high, controlling that bell going back down. All right. Third movement is going to be a suitcase march. So you're going to have to switch sides halfway through here. So keep track of that time. Standing straight up, upper body nice and vertical, knees up, toes up. All right, making sure you're switching sides halfway through, so you only have 1 minute or less than 1 minute to do both sides. Really controlling, and you can even slow it down a little bit to work on some extra balance on 1 foot. All right. Last movement is going to be your choice of some hops, some pogo hops. So small hops, bouncing on the balls of your feet, the front part of your foot. Try not to let your heel come down. If you don't want to do the hops, or if you want to choose to do the other movement, it's going to be standing calf raises. All right, so you can lean against a wall with your hands. You're going to get your feet away from the wall a little bit so you can really work those heels going down and then coming up. So bringing those heels up as high as you can, nice and high, and then back down. Feeling a stretch in those calves. Coming up as high as you can, even holding at the top. And again, keep track of the amount of time. It's going to be an EMOM, so you're starting each movement at the top of each minute. You definitely want to get at least a little bit of rest, 10 to 15 seconds rest before you move into that next movement. All right, it's going to be 3 to 4 times through, which will take you either 12 or 16 minutes. All right, good luck. That's workout number 2.